Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, we'll be dealing with some questions on indices. Let's see how we can apply the laws of indices from the previous videos on questions on indices. Let's take example number 1. Example number 1 says, if 1 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 8, find the value of x. So look at this question now. X, the unknown, is the power of a base 1 over 2. So one thing about indices is that knowing the laws, put them at your heart, learn them in your head, make sure that they are applied appropriately in solving any indices questions. Otherwise, it will be wrong. If you cannot apply them properly, or you cannot apply them, or you just assume a kind of operation on indices problem, you'll be very wrong to have even a correct answer. You'll be very wrong even to have a correct answer. So you must apply the rule, the laws appropriately. So let's see how we can apply the laws appropriately on this question. So the question says 1 over 2 raised to the power of x is equal to 8, and we should find the value of x. So we can try to make both sides to look alike so that we can find the value of x. So this definitely can be written as 2 raised to the power of minus 1, because 1 all over 2, from the law of indices we have learned that 1 all over 2 can be written as 1 over 2 can be written as 2 to the power of minus 1. So 1 all over 2 becomes this, and then since we have another power here, x, we can write this, that is equal to 8. Now remember from the law that says that we can multiply both powers together. So we have a power inside the bracket and another power outside the bracket, so we can multiply them together. So this becomes 2 minus 1 multiplied by x, that is minus x, of course, so equal to 8. Now how do I make the left hand side to look like the right hand side? Do I have the powers of 2 to give me 8? That's correct. So this becomes 2 minus x equals to 2 raised to the power of 3. Do you agree with me that 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8? Yes, you should. So 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 8. So this now looks exactly like this. Should this look exactly like this, then I can say this goes for this. So y minus x is equal to 3. But I have to look for the value of x, so I cannot take minus x to be equal to 3 as my final answer. So what I'm doing is to multiply minus to both sides. So when I multiply minus to both sides, minus times minus, this becomes plus, and we have just an x equals to minus 3. So the value of x is equals to minus 3. So if you take it to the question, you will see that you will have your answer. So to check, since 1 over 2, the value of x has given us to be minus 3, is equal to 8, and we already know 8 to be 2 all over 2 raised to the power of 3. So this becomes 2 minus 1, right? 1 over 2 becomes 2 raised to the power of minus 1. then we have minus 3. So since we have two powers, minus 1, minus 3, we can multiply both together, so it becomes 2 minus times minus will be plus, and 1 times 3 will be 3. So it is believable to say 2 raised to the power of 3 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 3. So this is correct. So let's take another example, example number 2. Example number 2. Now example number 2 says, if 5x is equal to 40 x raised to the power of minus 1 over 2. So you will see that in a question, you might need to use 1, 2, 3, 4 of the laws while solving the question to arrive at the answer. So what you should have at the back of your mind, or at the front of your mind, is the laws. Once you have the laws at the front of your mind, so you can continue to simplify, solve until you have your final answer. So let's deal with this solution. So we have 5x equal to 40x raised to power minus 1 over 2. So what do I do? First, let me collect like terms. Like this, x should be at one side and the numbers should be at the other side. So if that will be the case, I will need to divide both sides by 5 first. Divide both sides by 5. So that's what I did. Divide both sides by 5. So dividing both sides by 5, I have x equal to 40 divided by 5 is 8. X raised to the power minus 1 over 2. So I'll divide both sides now by x. Divide both sides by x raised to the power minus 1 over 2. So this becomes x to the power minus 1 over 2 all over x raised to the power minus 1 over 2. So this goes for this. So what I did was to divide both sides by x raised to the power minus 1 over 2. So this becomes x all over x raised to the power minus 1 over 2 equals to 8. So it can be reduced to be x. Now since I have 1 all over, it can become minus, because I have x raised to the power of 1, x raised to the power of minus 1 over 2. So remember the second rule, the rule of division, or the laws of division. So this can become, since I have the same base dividing each other, so it can become 1 minus. Now I have minus 1 over 2 here, so I have another minus to write. 1 all over 2 equals to 8. So now left with x 1 minus 1 over 2. So this becomes plus. So this will be 1 plus 1 over 2 equals to 8. So 1 plus 1 over 2 is 3 over 2, right? So that becomes x raised to the power of 3 over 2 equals to 8. So we all know that 8 is just two whole number raised to the power of 3. So it does not somehow help to make it look like this one. So what can we do? We need to eliminate 3 over 2 from here. So to eliminate 3 over 2, we would multiply both sides by 2 over 3. So I'll tell you to multiply both sides by 2 over 3. So x raised to the power of 3 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 3 is equal to 8 multiplied by 2 over 3. So 3 here cancel 3, 2 here cancel 2. So I'm left with x raised to the power of 1, and that is x equal to 8 raised to the power of 2 over 3. Say cube root 8 raised to the power of 2. Cube root 8 raised to the power of 2. So what number will I multiply by itself in 3 places to give me 8? Correct, that is 2. So everything in the bracket is 2, and outside the bracket we have the power 2. So 2 raised to the power of 2 is 4. The value of x is equal to 4. I hope you understood everything we did in this video. Take your time, check out, go through it again, get the logic and the tactics to use the laws of indices to solve problems on indices. Bye bye. See you in the next video.